I've had a really rough journey, to be honest, from the time I started. Strangers seeing me in the car at the gas station. Oh, you're a woman, you can't drive. Yeah, you're never going to make it. You're never going to finish. You're going to fail. Oh, you got a new car, you're going to fail.
And they want to see you fail too.
And they want to see me fail. And when I do well...
So, you are an official champion.
I did get these.
So you're the M1 champion.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thank you. There's one thing, I've always had a goal, and there's one person I always have to beat, and that's myself. I used to stand on the sidelines. My brother used to race. I used to cheer him on. And every day I'd say to myself, one day I'll race a car, one day I'll race a car. I just got tired of saying that. And I said, there's only one way that I can actually do it, and it's to get in and do it.
Today, we're here with someone very special. The only female rally driver in Barbados, Natya Soodeen. Natya, how are you doing?
Hey.
Don't hit your head on that thing there.
Oh, yeah.
A Peugeot 208.
Yes, it is.
GTI race car, yeah.
I'm now learning it. It's not used to having a front wheel drive.
Yeah, what do you got? You guys are here changing the gearbox, you said?
Yeah, we had a problem on Sunday with the master clutch cylinder, so it's been better than Rally Barbados.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we're just gonna pull the gearbox down. We haven't pulled it down since I got the car.
Right.
So it's a good idea to pull it down, see what's going on, change everything, make sure we're set for Rally Barbados.
Yeah. It's a beautiful car, though. I like the livery a lot.
Thanks.
One of the most colorful ones I've seen.
I work with a really good friend, designer, Steven Barbados in Canada. And I send him the car and he comes up with the livery basically.
Yeah.
So...
how long have you had this car for now?
I got it not long before Rally Barbados.
Right, last year.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. My plan was John and I, we were going to buy an old car. Like I was really hoping for like a Toyota Starlet, rear-wheel drive, and change it into a rally car, but ran out of time.
Easier said than done, right?
It is. It's finding one.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
Limited market here.
So I ended up finding this because we didn't have a lot of time, and jumped in and realized it's the same wheels on the left, not the right, which was not a big problem for me to change. But it's now learning how to drive a front wheel drive compared to a rear wheel, especially going around the corners when it kind of steps out. My muscle memory wants to do automatically for rear wheel because you don't think of what you do in a split-second decision.
Yeah.
So
you had you were in a BMW before this, right?
I did, a 318 Ti.
Right.
I was doing the Beamer Cup, which was so much fun. I actually missed that.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with those guys.
Yeah, I remember seeing you competing in that back in like 2023. I was there with Chris.
Yeah. Good to see that, guys. Yeah, I learned a lot. I had no rally experience at all, no go-karting experience. As soon as I got my license, I was off to college. So I didn't get to do like what my brother and all the other guys did, going down the go-kart and pulling the handbrake turns. And getting a feel of the car. So really stepping into the BMW was actually the first time ever being in any type of fast car.
So that was your first race car?
It was, yes. It took me a long time to learn even how to pull a handbrake. Determination.
Yeah, you don't realize how hard you actually have to pull it, right? Yeah, I remember my first time working a hydraulic handbrake too. So how did you actually get into racing itself?
It was one of my bucket list dreams.
Yeah. What had initially inspired that?
From the time I got my license, I don't know, like most of us, we all want to be a race car driver, a rally car driver.
Yeah.
When you get your license, and especially if you see someone speeding down the road in a really cool car, you know, like, oh, pimp.
Yeah.
And that was one of my dreams. And I turned into a show jumper in Europe, which is horses.
Oh. Yeah.
And that I also started very late. So I had a lot of catching up to do.
Right.
When I went there, I didn't realize the level I was at was not the level I thought I should be at. So I ended up competing against 10-year-olds. I was an adult. And it was either...
It's a humbling moment. Huh?
It was. And it's either, you know, just get at it, be determined, and put the work in, work harder than everyone else, be determined and motivated, and get it done or give up. And I'm not quite the give up type of person.
Yeah.
So put the hard work in and eventually became a professional show jumper. Yeah.
And where was that?
That was up in Germany.
Oh, wow.
But that was riding 10, 12 horses a day. And each horse is an hour to 2 hours long. So
Really?
it's a
I
full
didn't know
load.
that's how it worked. So you're riding like a bunch of different horses in one day.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, because the horses have to be trained at least 6 days a week. Horse shows every single weekend when it's a warmer weather. So 8 months a year, you're going for sometimes 6 weeks without a day off.
Jeez.
But that's part of being an athlete and part of the job. But
So I guess that kind of prepared you for the intensity of being a rally driver.
it
That's
did.
what
The
makes sense.
similarities are pretty mind blowing, actually.
Yeah, it's like, what do you say?
Discipline that you need, the drive you need to get up, you need to do it by yourself.
Yeah,
It's all about you, and how much you put in is what you get out.
right.
And I have a saying, motivation is like a spark. The determination is basically the fuel.
Yeah,
So a lot of people wait for that spark and it never comes, and they never get to go out and actually do what they want to do when it takes one small step. Just start with the fuel and start going, and eventually the motivation will catch up.
yeah,
You
I
know,
agree.
it's just taking that one step.
So, how would you say it was transitioning from controlling horses to controlling race cars?
Very
Are there any?
similar.
Yeah, I would assume there's some
Because
similarities. there.
it's about the feel.
Yeah,
With horses, it's a very slight feel of your finger and your seat. The same thing with here, your steering wheel and your seat.
yeah.
So that transitions very
And you're
nicely.
using your feet as well with the horse, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never ridden a horse
Yeah.
before, but
And
from what I've heard,
it's also split-second decisions.
right?
So jumping over a jump, you literally can do something right before you leave the ground over the jump. Over the jump, you can actually twist the horse in the direction you want to go. But that just takes a split second to jump the jump.
Right.
It's the same thing around a corner, the split-second decisions that you have to make. Obviously, this might be a bit more horsepower. A car might be a bit more horsepower than an actual horse.
Yeah. It might listen to you a bit more too.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. So.
Huh? Well, can I open this?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So, I see you have some wooden blocks on your foot pedals there.
I do a little bumper seat. As you see, I am vertically challenged.
Yeah.
So what they had to do is they had to build up the blocks because I couldn't quite reach the pedals.
Huh. So you got your own custom pedal design.
I do. We still have to build up the clutch. I'm having a little hard problem being able to get in there and reach that properly.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, like, what were the big hurdles getting into motorsport as as the only woman in Barbados doing rally?
It was difficult because it's such a male-dominated sport, as show jumping was as well. So
really?
that did help me again in the show jumping world, being one of the few women at that level. Coming into it in Barbados was very intimidating, but I used to stand on the sidelines. My brother used to race. I used to cheer him on. And every day I'd say to myself, one day I'll race a car. One day I'll race a car. And a lot of people have heard this story. And I just got tired of saying that. And I said, there's only one way that I can actually do it. And it's to get in and do it. So I asked my brother, and he got me in his car the next week. And what do I know? One thing led to another. And life has its own story, has its own plan. And now I'm slightly addicted. So that's basically how I got into it. It was just a bucket list dream I wanted to check off.
Yeah. How long was he racing before you got into it?
He started in go-karts
Oh,
when he was really young. Yes, yes. So
he was on that track while you were on the
he's on
show
that
jumping track.
yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he's one of those natural athletes. He gets into a sport and he gets, really
Right.
good in 2 months, while me, it takes like 20 years. But anyway, just keep going.
So did you say the two of you guys have different driving styles?
Yeah, I'm sure we do. I mean, he could probably drive. Well, I was going to say drive with one eye closed. He only has one eye, so he does actually
shit.
drive with one eye closed.
I didn't know that.
It's actually a bad joke, but
Wow.
yeah. So it did take me quite a bit. I had quite a few people along the way that helped me and helped teach me and motivate and support me. So I'm really grateful.
Yeah. Who was
Um,
like your biggest mentor getting into it?
oh God, there there are quite a few. So I'm not say.
Well, can you give me some names that I would
That's a long
recognize?
list. So when I got into sport, obviously Tech was there by
Yeah.
my side at the
Yeah.
beginning.
They
Um,
deal with most of the Demo Cups.
yes,
Don't
a lot of the Beamer Cup guys were
they? Yeah.
helping me out. Chris Hode and Woody and Greg Harty was such a cheerleader for me. And then
Yeah.
coming along the way, John here at Executive Auto, he took on the role and helping to mentor me.
Right.
Jeffrey Elliott stepped in and he was the one that taught me how to really do handbrakes and
Yeah.
help
He's
control
taught us
the
quite a
horse.
bit too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
got a lot of love for
lovely.
Jeffrey.
Him and his son Daniel, they were so patient with me. Of course, my brother,
Right.
completely along the way. And then you have the others, Neil Buckley from the UK. He deals with the M Sport. He's helped guide me.
Right. You're
And
telling me he helped you get this car?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then Roger Skeet as well. He's been bless his heart. Roger was the first one that came in here actually and helped me to teach me how to change the gears.
Really?
Yeah.
We're actually going to interview Dane after this.
Yeah. Tell Roger I sent a big hug and kiss. Yeah, he's been very patient with me. He's there all the way.
Yeah.
And of course my team here with Coombs working under the car and making sure everything is ready and set.
Right. I guess
And I had Brett when I first got the car up at Bushy Park and Richie, and they were some good sport because they knew I knew nothing about this car. I knew that the tires were there and kind of didn't even know where the fuel went because it's behind the seat. So bless their hearts. But yeah, I've had a lot of, and those that I forgot, I'm really sorry, but those, I've had a lot of people that really helped me along the way and were great mentors.
that brings up a good point. I mean, the Barbados motorsports community is it's a group of very tight-knit, supportive people for the most part.
It is.
You've got your
It really
outliers
is.
here and there, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but yeah, people really help each other, and I like that a lot.
They do. And I like that we all come together and we support each other. We help each other out, and it's too small of an island to stab someone in the back, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And it's not that we're not professionals. This is a hobby for all of us.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, make sure you can always go to sleep at night, do the right thing, help someone out. It's all about sportsmanship.
Yeah. Have you dealt with a lot of doubters coming to this point where you're at?
I've had a really rough journey, to be honest, from the time I started, from strangers seeing me in the car at the gas station, or at rallies. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're a woman, you can't drive."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're never going to make it. You're never going to finish. You're going to fail. Oh, you got a new car, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
And then
And they want to see you fail too.
and they want to see me
Yeah.
fail. And when I do well, but there's one thing I've always had a goal, and there's one person I always have to beat, and that's myself. So at the
It's the
beginning,
only one that matters.
yep, I never used to check my times. I do now, but because I didn't care how anyone else did, because I was learning.
Right.
So it didn't matter how anyone else did. I knew that once I got from here to here, I'm okay. Even if I got in a crash, I learned something from that crash. So it wasn't a failure because I'm learning something, and therefore I now know what not to do next time, what to do better.
Right.
And it's all about those little baby steps.
Yeah.
And motivating yourself and pushing yourself to be a little bit better than you were at the last event or the last event.
That's what the journey is all about. I mean, just here to get better and enjoy the
Yes,
process,
yes.
right?
Yep. Any journey, it's from point A to point B, and no one can just do this and be in that spot, right? You have to go through the motion.
For the next upcoming female rally driver in Barbados, what would you tell her? Like, what advice would you give her? What
Don't-
warnings would you give her?
Don't give up.
Yeah.
No matter what you do in life, it's going to be a battle. Whether it's a sport, whether it's your job, it's not going to be nothing is handed to you on a nice platter. Work hard, be motivated, keep at it. If you fail, remember it's not a failure because you've learned something.
Yeah.
and put your blinders on and just do it and just think it's only one person that really matters, who cares about what you do, and that's you.
Yeah.
And if you're happy with what you're doing, what does it matter? If someone says, "Ah, you look like you're driving to the grocery store," I said, "I don't care. At least I'm driving a rally car to the grocery store. At least I'm doing it."
I would love to drive a rally
Yeah.
car to the
At
grocery
least
store.
I've taken the step, and I'm not afraid of people saying, "Ah, you came last in the class." So at least I was in the class.
Yeah.
I can
At
check
least
that
you're
off my
doing something.
list.
You're
At
not
least I'm
just
doing
sitting
it.
at home talking about people driving.
No. Oh, saying, "God, one day I want to. One day I want to. I wish I could. I wish I could."
Yeah.
It's and I find everyone, they have that saying, "Keeping up with the Joneses next door," right?
Yeah.
And now I believe it's kind of transitioned into keeping with people on social media that you're watching.
Oh, 100%.
And just remember, they don't post the bad stuff that's happening.
It's all
So
curated highlights reel. That's all
correct.
it is.
Make your own social media platform that you like in your head, not that you actually have to make one.
Exactly.
And yeah, be the star of your own show. That's basically it. Be the star of your own show.
Yeah. I had some other questions for you, but I'm blanking on them.
That's okay. Why am I a good student?
Yeah, where does that come from?
Because the last other professor at walked through it alone, just from the instructions you were given. You did a fantastic run.
You saw that. Oh.
Yeah.
At that time, people didn't see me. I was just a ghost in the background.
I think we were driving the Swifts back then.
I've always been really, from the time I was young, I loved sports, and I always wanted to do well. And I knew that, okay, it took me a little bit longer than, say, my brother, who picked things up really fast, or some of my best friends picked things up fast.
Yeah.
And they were, the star, whatever it was, of their team. I was always good enough to get on a team, never good enough to be the champion. And that's fine with me. But then I know I have to work harder than the next person. I know that, okay, I believe I have a little talent enough to get in the car. I don't have the talent, say, as Dane or Roger,
Oh yeah.
who may be able to go out there, or Zane, one of them, or even my brother. It's amazing. He still blows me away at how he can just get in a car and the control he has. But I don't have that talent.
Right.
So I work harder. I know I have to work harder. I have to push harder, and that's it's your choice. If you want to do well, you have to put in the effort. You have to put in the work.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good mindset to have, because some people just blindly say, yeah, I'm the best. I can never get better. There's nobody better than me. When in reality, it's not helpful to have that mentality, because you'll never learn.
No one's the best.
Yeah.
And no one can say they'll never get better. And I learned a big thing in show jumping. I was next to one of the biggest show jumpers in the world. He was like the Michael Jordan of show jumping.
Yeah.
And he was the most humble guy. He came, he walked the course with me. He gave me lessons whenever he had time. And I didn't know who he was at the beginning because he was so humble. And I would go to a horse show, and then I'd hear someone next to me who is nowhere near him. He's jumping small jumps. And they're like, yeah, I'm the best, I'm the best. And I saw that takes away of how much you can put into something. Being humble, it goes a long way. Yeah, there's a very, very small line between being confident and conceited.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
being conceited will make you fail, because you're gonna go in, you're gonna think you're the king of the world, and you're gonna mess up. Being confident, you're still going to know. You have to think what you're doing before, and then you learn as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of learning front wheel drive versus rear wheel drive, I want to talk a little bit about that. Like,
Ouch, yeah.
how's that transition going?
Whew, it's going. Really, really hard for me, because I wanted to get in this car and just hit it as hard as I was hitting the BMW.
Yeah.
But then I had to remember how long it took me to get in a BMW and learn that.
Yeah.
So I have to have patience. My muscle memory is completely different. Going around a corner when the car steps out, my muscle memory is for the rear wheel drive.
Right.
And it doesn't work for the front wheel drive.
It's a whole different reaction.
Correct. So I actually shipped myself out to Rally Ready in Texas a few weeks ago. I had
Oh,
to
I
be
saw that on your Instagram. Yeah.
yeah, I was up in the States anyway for some work, and I figured let me just jump over. And I said, I have a choice. I could either stay in this car and have to test it out at an event, at a rally or a speed event
Mhm.
for another year, year and a half before I get comfortable. Because I'm not going to go into a corner and try and test it out. And there are people around, there's a cliff, there's a pole, there's a house.
One wrong
Not,
move, you
not
need a new car.
exactly. Or I can take myself to Rally Ready and get
Yeah.
in there and in 6 hours get the repetition that I needed and get the muscle memory out.
Yeah.
So I did that, check it off my list, job accomplished, got the muscle memory in place. Now it's a transition from the safe space of the track and Rally Ready to out here. Last
Big
Sunday
difference.
was a bit better. I felt a bit more confident out there.
Yeah.
But it's still, you know, bit by bit, that confidence has to come out in dealing with the front wheel drive.
Yeah.
The sequential is amazing. I'm loving that.
Oh, it's a
It
sequential.
is a sequential.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a game changer.
I want to take a closer look at it. So can you tell me a little bit about the engine? I assume it's a 4-cylinder.
Oh crap!
You don't have to know all the specs, you know. We don't expect every driver to be a mechanic.
That's why I'm here learning.
Yeah. I'm the same way as you. I like driving, but when it comes to actually the technical stuff, pulling the car apart, I don't know nothing there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, 4-cylinder, 180 horsepower. But sequential. So last time you were in a manual, right?
Yes,
Yeah. So I assume sequential is way more fun.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Is it difficult in any way? Like any
It's-
part of that you had to get used to?
Yes, remembering when to pull forward and when to push back.
Mm,
So yeah.
yeah.
So pulling forward is pulling the gears go up. Pushing
Right.
back means the gears go down,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense, but then it
In
also
the
doesn't
heat-
make sense.
Yeah, in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know some road cars will have it where you push forward to shift forward. That's
Yeah.
how you know it's not a race car.
This is both. The nice thing as well is there's a red button on the very top, so there's no chance of pushing back too much where it goes in neutral or reverse.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's what the button's for?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because on a stage, obviously, you're not going to pay attention of how many times you will pay attention, but in case you're
Right.
coming to a quick stop and you push 3 times instead of 2.
So you can't make any silly mistakes.
No. So this is, you can actually go from that side. Yeah. So that's a sequential. I don't know how you can come in.
That's the
Can you
gear
see
shift.
it
Yeah.
from there? Yeah.
That's a really convenient place.
So you put it forward and push it back.
Wow.
And a lot of when I was by Justin Cameron, he was able to hold the steering wheel and pull.
Yeah.
I can't quite reach because my hands are as short as my body.
Yeah.
And this is the gear stick. I mean the handbrake.
Yeah.
And so basically the screen this reads all your the oil pressure, the water pressure, the fuel that you have. Down here is to turn it on. Obviously the kill switch, power button. You have the lights.
Right.
Then you have a road and stage mode, gravel, asphalt, which obviously we don't really use gravel here in Barbados. And then this is amazing system.
Oh yeah, we were
This is the
admiring
chill
that.
out. So if you go to the back, I can show you.
Yeah.
This is a game changer. This
Especially in Barbados, huh?
Yes. So this box here, this is the chill out system. And it is, you've heard of a cool suit.
Yeah. I know the cool suits run like a water through.
Right.
pipe,
So actually
but
the
this
cool
is
suits,
different,
you have
right?
to have
They're like ice and stuff.
an ice inside.
Yeah.
This, you pour the liquid in.
So this uses like a refrigerant.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to worry about making sure you have an extra cooler just for ice to keep you
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Huh.
And it's lovely because that remote in the front that I showed you, therefore controls the temperature of how cold you want it.
So have you raced without any cooling systems before? Or did you always have like the
No,
cool suit?
before this, I had nothing.
Oh, so how how
There
was
were
that?
there were times in the BMW I got out and I almost fainted because I was so hot.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, the
Yeah.
water loss from the sweat must be crazy.
Yes, and I do go to the gym quite often and try and stay as fit as I could.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, even then, it's a lot.
dehydration is dehydration. So this has been a real game changer. Quite a few of the R5 guys now have bought the same system because it's less weight
Yeah.
than the big ice. You don't have to worry about filling the ice up and draining the water. There's none of that. So it's a fantastic system.
And speaking of the R5 guys, do you think you would ever want to get to that level of car? Or is there like a ceiling to how fast you want to go? Or do you want to be like all the way at the top with our WRC guys?
No, I'd love to, but I'm realistic.
Mm.
I know I don't have the experience to go way past up to the top of the WRC guys. The R5 guys, I have so much to learn just in this
Yeah.
that I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Yeah. But I mean, like, do you have specific goals in mind for where you want to be, or is it just like you're just taking one race at a time?
My goal right now is to master this car and be comfortable with myself in this car.
Yeah.
And after a run, get those goosebumps when I'm like, oh yes, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
And you think you would want to go front wheel drive again, rear wheel drive, all wheel drive? Any idea?
Who knows with me?
I mean, you did rear, you're up front now. It might be all wheel drive the next one.
Yep. Who knows? I mean, yeah. I also want to get more into drag racing because I really love drag racing.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, I like that. The pressure of getting off the line, the reaction time off the line.
I mean, you've got a sequential. You should take this out one of these days.
I plan on it.
Bring it to street digs.
Yep,
I'm sure
I will
you
be doing that very
hurt some
soon.
feelings there.
Yeah.
Have you considered any other racing disciplines like track racing or just rally and drag so far?
You mean
Actually, no,
as in
you
the car?
have done track with the Bima Cup. Yeah. what am
I will do anything with this car, any car, if I get seat time.
Right.
I find the more seat time you have, the more comfortable you get with your car, the more you learn.
Yeah, and you've traveled with this car before, haven't you? Did you go
Yes,
to Martinique with
I
us?
did go to Martinique.
Yeah, how was that?
It was very challenging.
I don't know anything about the Martinique rally scene.
Oh, the Martinique Rally is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's basically going up and down a mountain.
Oh, wow.
So you don't want to make mistakes there at all. But the roads are pristine. It is volcanic based, so your wheels really stick. We also have to have for Martinique, you have to have the spare tire in the car. And so that's why we have this one set up. So you have the spare tire in the back there. Then I also then carry a toolkit as well.
Yeah.
And no one's allowed to touch the car except for the driver and co-driver unless it's in the pits.
Wow.
Right, so it's full FIA spec, their rules.
Right.
So we did have an issue where we had a flat tire on a hill. So I had to hold the car in place because there's nothing to stop it from rolling down. And Lionel, my co-driver at the time, he has one leg as well. He's a prosthetic, so he had to try and change the tire by himself. Then we had a clutch problem, so we had to push the car back to service.
Jeez.
It wasn't easy, but I was surprised. I was still learning the car, but I was really surprised that ended up third place in the R2 group.
Wow.
So so I'm really looking forward to going back to Martinique next year.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing, especially Friday night in Fort-de-France, and you see a crowd between 30,000 and 50,000 people just gathered around, and it's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, I've seen some clips of the like nighttime in the town.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's worth going to Martinique Rally just for Friday night.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I do plan on going back there, and Guadeloupe has invited me, so I may go there as well and see how that works out.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just enjoying the journey. I obviously work 7 days a week,
Ah.
take off days to rally. So
I do the
that's-
same thing.
That's the trade-off, right? With me having a job,
Gotta work hard, play hard, huh?
work hard to play hard.
So, what do you think makes rallying in Barbados so unique, considering all of the experiences you've had around the world? Different motorsport, different
Oh,
sport in general.
the Barbadians. I mean, the Barbadians are amazing. The support you get, the excitement.
Yeah.
It is. I understand. I see why it is the biggest spectator sport on the island. Everyone loves cars, and very encouraging.
And it really brings people together.
The
as well.
vibe,
Yeah.
you know, the vibe, the beauty of Barbados on its own. A great day out, beautiful sunsets, beautiful sun. Obviously, our
Yeah, I mean, some fast cars, some nice landscapes, couple
Yes.
drinks. What more do you want?
yes, we do have some pretty good priced rum at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Since
exactly.
it's being made here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a great environment to race. I'm really happy that I started here, and the sport that I've gotten is just I'm speechless to say.
Yeah.
Right, old man.
Yeah.
So
So, you are an official champion.
I did get these. So my goal this year was to go after a championship.
Yeah.
And then I got the call about this one at the MCBI, and then I got the call about rally the rally club,
Damn.
and then I realized, okay, so the pressure's off.
So you're the M1 champion.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, it's been great talking to you. This has been, I think your story is one of the most inspiring ones we've come across. It's really fantastic to see you flying the flag for women in motorsport in Barbados, and I hope,
And Barbados as well.
yeah, and I hope more follow suit.
Yeah.
I hope you inspire.
And
a
it's
new
not just
generation.
women in Barbados, although I do encourage women to come out. If you don't want to be a driver, a co-driver, there's so many places and spots available. Just being able to work, whether it's an official, a steward, a marshal.
Yeah.
There's so many other aspects. One of my first mechanics was a female, Ingrid, and she was amazing.
Yeah.
So there's so many different places that females can fit in.
Yeah, it's been
motorsports.
a male-dominated field, but it doesn't have to be that way.
It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
There are a lot of when we're driving the stage and we're stopping at the start and the finish, the amount of females that are there, and they're taking the times and they're writing down on the cards.
Yeah.
And again, not just females, but anyone that wants to just do something and just
Yeah, I mean, your story isn't just
hesitant.
applicable to women because it's anybody that's had challenges to make a
Yes.
dream come true.
Yeah, we all have that fear of not wanting to do something but not wanting to fail because you don't want people to see you fail.
Yeah. I mean,
Who
we
cares?
we had that problem even starting this car page in the first place. We wanted to start this like 2 years ago. It took us so long because we were like, we don't know if we'll be able to do it properly. The videos might not
Right.
be good. But
And what do you
here
have
we
to
go.
lose by doing it?
Absolutely nothing. It's like,
Right.
try it and see what happens. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you've learned something. You've learned a lot. You can learn whatever you've learned, you can take to something else.
Yeah.
Right? It's the experiences in life that makes life worth living. It's not necessarily winning whatever it is that you want to do.
I agree.
It's the journey, not the destination.
Yeah. And we've learned a lot from this interview.
Yeah.
And I look
Lovely.
forward to seeing your
Me
journey.
too, man.
Yeah, we'll
Nice,
be
man.
catching up with you in Rally Barbados 26.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, guys.